Welcome to Linguist. Today I'm going to help you with writing task 1 and how to score higher on IELTS writing task 1. Since you know it is basically infographic, we have to convert into illustration into words. So we have to be very careful. We have to be sure what to write, and how to pick up information and how to rephrase it effectively, and how to make your work stand out. This is very important. And as you know that you're going to be marked on your vocabulary, how diverse and descriptive it is. You're going to be marked on your use of grammar, how effectively you use your structures. You're going to be marked the way you read your task approach. You're going to be marked on being coherent. Okay, so you have to be very careful. So let's get started, and the first thing in the initial paragraph, paraphrase the question. You can come up with an overview in the second sentence. Describe whether you're dealing with a progression or a comparison. Okay, keep an eye on that. Use a range of expressions, multiple, a varied range of expressions. Describe the general trends. Use connecting words to ensure coherence, especially when you are dealing with double line graphs, and check your spellings. Keep an eye on the punctuation. You can skip the conclusion part. It's okay if you have the overview. Avoid repetitions. Don't use pronouns I and me. Especially focus on accuracy and, as I say, quality of wording. Also, don't forget to use intensifiers. Let us move ahead. Move over here. We have a sample writing task 1. Line graphs and paragraphs. This is a very effective vocabulary, and I have tried to ensure band 7, right? So let's have a look at that. How are you going to start one step? I mean, it's 2017, and we have to check it out, how to come up with quality wording. As seen from the graph, it is well evident that the sales, and here are intensifiers. Sales spectacularly, dramatically, unexpectedly, gradually, steadily, slightly, diminutively, or minutely, and here comes our trends. Rises, shoots, rockets, skyrockets, goes up, increases, surges, soars. And when it declines, falls, drops, decreases, lowers, goes down, reduces, comes down, and when it's almost hitting the bottom, bottoms out. 2. Here we are using some adjectives to highlight the trends in a better fashion. Substantial mark of -%, stalwart mark of -%, elevated mark of -%, gigantic mark of -%, moderate, insignificant, and normal mark of -%. So you can use multiple vocabulary in a varied ways. You can do lots of experimentation with your writing task 1 vocabulary, right? Here we have got some more fillers in the form of full sentences. Let's have a look at that. As seen from the graph, it is well evident that the sales rises to the mark of 30% or 70%. The sales quickly rises to the mark of that. The sales increases from 10% to 15%. Or as seen from the graph, it is well evident that there exists a stalwart rise of 90%. The other thing that I'm focusing is specific use of good vocabulary. Your vocabulary is going to help you score higher on IELTS. You have to be careful about that. We observe a rising trend. We witness an evidently of 70%. We may analyze a sharp increase of 70%. The sales markedly climbs to the level of 90% or to the mark of 90%. An explicit surge of 90% can be noticed. The price soars to a visible high level of 70%. And if you are using double line or double bar graph, then you can use connectors like this. While Whereas, as seen from the graph, it is well evident that the sales rise to the mark of dash, whereas the sales of cold drinks goes down or narrows down to the level of 5%. So that's how you can do lots of experimentation and ensure that you really get bad sound.